Basil is the herb that I use most in the kitchen, and with the different varieties you get some different colors, textures, and actually flavors too. When you are starting basil from seed, you want to make sure to start it in a grow station inside, and then you can transplant it outside when it's warm. Basil loves warm weather, so you want to make sure it's well past your average last frost date. You could start it from seed outside if you wanted to, but I like to get my plant established and then transplant it so that I have basil to cook with much sooner in the summertime. Basil can't take any frost, so once your first frost hits, you're done unless you move it inside. Another tip when growing basil is that you want to nip off the blossoms unless you're putting it in a bouquet. It will look like this and it will go to seed and it will spread seed everywhere. But if you nip it off, it'll keep growing more leaves. And when your plant is still young and new, you want to nip off the top of your plant like this, and that will allow your plant to grow more bushy and you'll get more leaves. When growing basil, during the summer you'll have so much basil that you can't eat it all. If you want to have some of that freshness during the winter, there are several things you can do. You can dry the basil and then have it to cook with, or you can also make basil and olive oil ice cubes. Take the basil leaves and add them along with olive oil to the food processor and chop those up and make a thick paste. Freeze them in ice cubes, and then when they're frozen, put them in a Ziploc bag so they're sealed, and then you can take those out and pop them in your recipe in the winter and you have that great fresh basil flavor. You can also make pesto and then store that in your refrigerator. The most common basil that you see is Genovese basil. It's got the nice big leaves and it grows pretty tall. This one is the one you'll see at the grocery store and in many restaurants. This has your great strong basil flavor. It's versatile, you can do so many things with it. This is one that's a staple in the kitchen. This next one right here is holy basil or Tulsi basil, and it's actually a medicinal plant. It's used a lot in teas, and so it has a unique flavor and is used more for teas and medicinal purposes than for cooking, but I love to have this one growing. This one is interesting in that it self-seeds and you will just find it growing in the same location every year. This beautiful one with the medium-sized leaves and the little bit of purple blossoms and a little bit of purple on the stems is called Thai basil. This one is a favorite. It's got a unique flavor. It has more of a Thai flavor, and that's why it's named Thai basil. And you want to use when you're making more of an Asian style dish, but I love the size of these leaves, and once you try Thai basil, you'll always want to have it in your garden. This one right here is the Fino Verde basil, and it is really fun and unique because it grows in this globe-like shape and it's got little tiny basil leaves. I love this variety when I want to pick off and just toss the little basil leaves into the recipe. It doesn't require any chopping because you're just getting little basil leaves. It's also really fun in decorative pots because of its globe-like shape. The cool thing about this plant is you just get so much basil. If you can believe it, this is one plant. So look at all this basil. So this is one that you can just pick and toss into your recipe, super quick and easy. I love that about this variety. And this one right here with the ruffly leaves is called Ruffles basil. Now we planted this one later. It will get really big, and you can see that it's just got the ruffly texture. It's got a little bit of green variation in some of the leaves. This one has a great basil flavor. It's also beautiful in flower arrangements as well. And right here we have the Greek basil, and this one has a little bit bigger leaves than the Fino Verde. It also grows in a nice globe-like shape, and it's got a really bright basil flavor. I love this one to add to recipes, and it makes a nice garnish too with the smaller size leaves. You don't have to chop them up, but you can as well. This one is lemon basil, and it has a great lemony basil flavor to it. This is one that you can make an excellent lemon basil pesto with, which is so delicious. It does have that citrusy basil flavor, so it's so fun to cook with when you want to add that lemon flavor. And Opal, I almost forgot about you. Right here we have this Opal basil plant that we also planted a little bit later. It does get much larger than this. You can see it's got opal and some green leaves. It also has really beautiful purpley colored blossoms. The opal basil has a great flavor, and it's a beautiful garnish in your recipes. Basil is one of my favorite herbs to grow in the garden because I can use it in so many recipes throughout the summer and then dry some and have it to use in the winter. If you haven't grown basil yet, you should definitely try it. It is an easy herb to grow and you will be so happy you did.